What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope your holidays were well. This is our first video of 2020. I have a lot of plans for this year, especially with my car. And today, the first video, we're going to be modifying my car. And what I'm going to be modifying are the paddle shifts. So I have these M-style paddle shifts that came off a F80 M3. It was a buddy of mine and he gave it to me. So in this video, I'm going to do an install. So for the X6, this is going to be the first mod. And I'm not sure if it's going to fit because I've been looking at the parts I have and what I saw online, it was kind of different. I'm going to do my best and see if we can pull this off. So here's a close view of the paddles. As you can see, this is a much more sporty look compared to the OEM that came with the car. You can find these on all the M models on the F series, on the M3, M5, X5M, the X6M. So it's going to be a nice touch to the steering wheel. Alright guys, I just finished assembling this. I did this by hand and it's really hard. I even cut my finger. So over here, I don't know if you can see it. But if you were to do this by hand, I highly advise wear gloves. Alright guys, now it's time to take out the stock paddle shifters. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to be taking out the airbag. I'm going to be using this flathead. There's two holes on the side of the steering wheel. You put the flathead here and yank it out. Alright guys, so I saw online where people disconnect the battery, but in this case, since I'm only removing the paddle shifters, I'm going to leave the airbag on top. The horn honked. Man, this car is very sensitive. So I pushed the two buttons on both sides. So I'm going to take out the airbag like this, gently. You don't want to break anything. Guys, so I had to do some custom work. The stock pin was too big, so usually the pin goes inside here, but what I did, I used this Allen key and I just made it a bit bigger so the pin can go smoothly inside. So here's one side, I already got done. Now I'm working on the other side. Alright guys, so I got the paddle shift installed. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. So you don't need to disconnect the battery for the airbag. So I'll show you how it works. So you see these two springs over here, 1, 2. So the hole, when you push it in, you're supposed to move these. You see? That's the locking mechanism for the airbag. So when you feel it, you just push it and that airbag will release. So now I'm gonna put the airbag, and we're almost done. So now I'm gonna put the airbag back. So you just have to line it up, and I think the horn's gonna go off, so don't mind the horn. So, gosh. This is the final product. Looks much nicer than the stock ones. See? The only problem, since these paddles came off from an F80 M3, it came with these back covers. And as you can see, I can't put them on because the screw's not long enough. The screw is supposed to go into... Get a closer look in the light. It's supposed to go into that hole right there. So the screw is supposed to go into that hole. That's what connects this piece onto the back of the paddle shift. So for now I'm going to leave it the way it is. So but in the future, what I'm thinking of doing, just gluing this piece on to give it that OEM look. Alright guys, so here's a closer look of the stock paddles. As you can see, they're much more bulkier. They look nice, don't get me wrong, but they're just too big. And the reason why I had that problem was about the back cover. With the stock paddle, what's holding it is this pin over here. That's the pin that holds the paddle shift together. But with the M style, the screw is supposed to be long enough to go all the way through here, which holds this back paddle. That's why it wasn't holding it together, because the screw is not long enough. But what I'm thinking of doing is just gluing this part onto the paddle shift, because I think I'm going to keep the paddles on. I don't think I'll put it back to stock unless I sell the car. Alright guys, so I've completed the paddle shift swap. It was kind of hard, where you have to make the fabrication in order for the pin to go through, but it's not a easy job nor hard. For a first time like me, it was kind of hard. Like the left side took the most time, but the right side, I knew all my mistakes, so it was kind of easier. I do recommend taking the battery out. I didn't know how to disconnect the battery, and I was scared if I might create any errors or faults, so I just dealt with the horn honking. It was kind of funny, but it's all up to you. If you have a lot of time on your hands, you can take the easy route, but it's gonna take some time. If you're comfortable on disconnecting the battery and know how to disconnect it, I suggest that you take that route. Thank you for watching my video again, guys. I really appreciate the support. We're at 98 subscribers. We're soon going to be at 100. I know it's kind of small, but it's really it took some time to get there. We're done for today. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.